I do fights to make it shorter. Yeah. And then I go to TikTok. I put it on TikTok.
Oh, yeah,
TikTok is the hardest thing.
Yeah. How much is that chocolate?
That's it.
Oh.
I got one in the house, but once I realized she got it right there, I was like, I can use it.
Wait, you got more?
Yeah, he got a lot of them. Like 20 of them, not maybe like 10.
Oh, wow, I didn't notice it.
Yeah.
That's actually really, really thoughtful. Okay.
Yeah.
I think my Eli said share. Yeah.
Make some content?
Yeah, I'm gonna get some content. Get my revenge. Yes, sir.
Okay, we are back. My name's James, and one of the strange smells that I like, I was taking horseback riding lessons from this lady, and she's like, you know, one of my favorite things about horses? I'm like, no, what? She's like, come over here, come over here. And then she went over to the horse's ear, put her nose in the horse's ear. She sniffed it, yeah. It's not my horse. I've been working on stop on the Oh yeah, the horse is fine. Yeah, she loves the smell of the horse's ear. She smells it in deep dark woods. Yeah, I did. She's right. It smells like the deep dark woods. It's kind of nice. Deep dark woods. No, the horse is good. The horse is good. We got toast bar. First thing I'm going to ask you to do to warm up on these toast bar, I'm looking for a 30-second hold. Oftentimes we do the staff holds. Those are good. We don't need to be in this engaged position, but I also don't want to be in a dead, relaxed position. It should be comfortable, hanging from that pull-up bar. We're all going to hold for 30 seconds on that pull-up bar. Feet off the ground, static, no swinging. All right, everybody, approach that pull-up bar. Pull-up bar, pull-up bar. Hold 30 seconds, hanging from that bar. Going in 7 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're up. And we hold. Static hold for 30 seconds. Get comfortable. Get comfortable. Test your grip. Down to 15 seconds. I want you to hang. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And we're down. Nice. The thing is, oftentimes with these movements, toes to bar, chest to bar, you are hanging from the bar for 30 seconds to a minute or maybe even more. You don't even realize it. Getting comfortable hanging from that little bar. Getting comfortable being uncomfortable. The next thing I want you to do, we're going to bring in our hip swing, knee raises. This is our first scale option for those toes to bar. Getting that arch position, bringing those knees up. We cycle. We're looking for 5 knee raises, making sure we're using that hollow and that arch position to get those knees up. Let's do it. 5 knee raises. Good, good. A lot of people who thought that they were going to do this workout RX with those toes to bar ended up having to scale down for those leg raises. So just have that in your back pocket just in case. The next move is leg raises. Basically knee raise, but those legs are extended, looking to get those legs within striking distance of those toes to bar. But it's not going to be quite a toes to bar. Still, we're looking to get in that arch position, getting those toes up. Looking for this. Looking for another 5. Don't rush it. Really want to use that whole arch position care of getting those legs up. Looking for a set of 5. It's okay. You're getting around there yet. It's still time. One of these days, it's going to be here. Next up is toes to bar. I saw a video of a woman, she did 80 toes to bar unbroken. Yeah. And you know what? The last 5 reps was exactly like the first 5 reps. What did I learn from that? Using that full kick swing, making sure you go in that arch position is, it's not just because it looks good, it's really gonna help you get those toes to bar in a really regular fashion. Even when you get tired, making sure you're hitting that full arch position. And she didn't rush either. Yeah, maybe I'll show you the video sometime.
Right.
I didn't know her name. It's a video of a woman doing 80 toes. Yeah. All right, let's get up there. I'm looking for a set of 5 toes to bar. If you don't have toes to bar, I'd still like you to get up there and try. If they just right there for you, I want another 5 leg raises. Yeah. For these sets of 20, on those leg raises, we're recommending breaking it up into smaller sets. Michael did 4 sets of 5. A lot of people are doing 2 sets of 10. And then in those later rounds, it's hard. Maybe 5 sets of 4. Who knows? You might even end up doing singles, doing 1 at a time to get your way through. You've heard me talk about this before. If you're in that floundering zone, or you've done some toes to bar, but now you're here, you've lost your kick swing, but you don't want to drop off of that bar because you're determined in doing some of these flailings. What I'd rather you do is just drop down. Just drop down. You're going to use less energy that way. Then get back up. 1 toes to bar. Great. Turn around. 2 toes to bar. It seems slow, and it is, but it's faster than just floundering up on that bar. We got jump unders. Let's pick up that jump rope. I had a jump rope. That's okay. What I'm looking for, I'm just looking for 10 double unders. We're gonna look at 30 seconds on the clock. In those 30 seconds, I'm looking for you to do 10 double unders. You might do it on rope. It might take you a couple of tries. Just looking for 10 double unders. Remember, big squat on the ceiling or on the wall. Focus on that squat. Stay nice and tall. Relax shoulders and don't rush. As soon as you start rushing, double unders start disappearing. Okay, looking for 10 double unders in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Stay nice and tall. Eyes up. All right. Let's start talking strategy on this thing. You see these little numbers next to those double unders? So that first round, we're doing 100 double unders. This is 2 minutes next to it. I want you to spend no more than 2 minutes on these double unders. You might finish it in an unbroken set of 100. It's not going to be, maybe it's 2 sets of 50. And then you get to move on. But if you were still working on that set of 100 and the 2 minute mark goes around, then insist that you move on. You want to get to those toes down. The other option for toes to bar, a leg Then you got 80 double unders, 20 toe squat. 60 double unders, 20 toe squat. 40 double unders, 20 toe squat. 20 double unders, 20 toe squat. With a 15-minute count. Break up those sets early and often, especially when on those toes tomorrow, when you need raises, whatever it is. Questions? Now's the time for questions. No questions? Okay. So we're going to start this workout in the next 30 seconds. Tie your shoes, everybody. I know you're not children, but I'm talking to myself in this workout. I always wish I double knotted my shoes because inevitably. Okay. It's got a 15-minute count. We're going to go right to the end of the class. We're starting this thing. That's the wrong one. I don't mean to. We're starting in 10 seconds. And that's time.